Video I said I'd make for somebody, Art Geese with a new plan, to have a look at Farming Simulator 19. This is where I am to begin with. At the moment I've just got, this is my farm here. You can start the game in 3 different modes. What you could call easy, medium or hard, but basically easy is as a new farmer and you have a farm already with a few vehicles. You could have Farm Manager, which is what this is, where you start off with some money and basically you buy what you like and you start up, which is what I've done. Or the third option is you start from scratch with hardly anything. Now that wasn't for me, I'm going to be honest, so I thought I'd go into like normal mode or medium, which is this. So basically, I also play a game called Elite Dangerous, and this has got a lot in common with it, in the fact it's a sort of game where what it's actually about is kind of like running a business, making money and improving your situation over time. Obviously that's flying spaceships and this is farming, but the basic premise of what the game is still really about you just working your finances out and what you're doing. Might be a full load there, so possible that we have reached a full load capacity. Would have been nice to have squeezed that last load in there, but I think that's it. I think we have filled that trailer. Right, so what I'm going to do, shut that down, turn it off and get out. Now, first I'll show you around. This is my combine. This is the second one I've had. This one's a bit bigger. And this is one of my 2 tractors that I use mostly for on-road things. I've put more road-style tyres on. I've upped the power so it can pull a big weight. I've got this double height trailer here for crops. I've now just filled it. These are my 2 fields. I bought the farm this side with this. As you can see, it's owned by me. I was growing canola, which is oilseed rape. You see in this country the yellow flowers. I've harvested it. It's got 4% fertilizer left. You've got to fertilize it, you've got to weed it. As you can see, it needs ploughing according to that. And then I bought this field, which is not fertilised at all. It's got no weeds, it needs lime, so it tells you on there what you've got to do. So I'm going to have to plough that field, add lime to this field, fertilise it both, and then grow something fresh. I'll probably grow canola again because it grew fast, it was easy to look after. This is the actual farm. I built these 2 sheds and the farmhouse. I bought this site because it had this nice concrete plot, and because I'll show you in a minute what I'm going to do with that. You get a farmhouse. This basically you just walk in and say you want to sleep overnight and you set it and then you wake up the next morning. It rushes time forward through the night basically. That is basically all it does. Everything else here is just cosmetic. You can't alter it or interact with it. You just literally put it here. And it's all, you can have a look around and see how pretty it is if you wish, but it doesn't actually do anything other than allow you to pass the night. This is my other tractor. As you can see, I've put very thin wheels because you can modify a lot of the vehicles. They're all real brands and real models of vehicle. You can modify them. In this case I put very thin wheels on it so it can be used for crop spraying, for getting rid of weeds, or using this weeder here, or preparing the soil and seeding. I use that tractor for that because the thin wheels means it can drive over crops without damaging them. So that's what I have so far in the way of that. And also for picking up supplies, I have this little loader with forks on I put on. I can shoot down the road because the shop is literally just, you can just see the building there by the circle. That's one of the reasons I chose this site. If I go into the map, the site I have, you see the flashing symbols there. That's my site, 20 and 19. That's my farm there. And the other reason I bought this site is, one, it's close to the shop, which is just here. It's reasonably central, so it's easy to get to others, because you can also work on other people's land as like a sublet yourself out to them. But I intend eventually to buy this field, and this field, giving me this whole area. But the next expansion is going to be to 18. I'll buy that. I will then turn 20 into some sort of animal pens, I think. And I'll grow crops in these two. That's my next plan. But I need to make some money for it, because I've spent quite a lot of money buying where I am. But that's basically how that works. See, the map's quite big. This is one of 2 maps. And these are the different crops you can grow. These are contracts. You can do contracts for other people, which is what I meant by that. Actually, I've yet to cash that one in, so I've just cashed that one in, just made myself a load of money. But this is what they asked for. I need to buy a plough next, because I need to plough my own field, but I could then say I could take that contract on. That is field 5. So you go back to the map and have a look, see where field 5 is. How big is field 5? Quite a lot of money, so I'd imagine 5 is going to be quite big. 5, well, it's not too bad, it's just that one there. But that's what I'll do. I'll plough and prepare that one, and then I'll move on. Also, what you can do when you're doing things, you can, if you don't want to do it yourself, you can hire hands. So you just start, like, say, when I seeded these fields, I started growing on the field, got it going, as I went to go, and then you just press circle, and it pays someone else to do it. Simple as that. I'm just getting this tractor. Now I've got it set so you've got to start the engine yourself, because it's a bit more realistic. This is the cheapest tractor bit. It's got quite good brake horsepower, 150 brake horsepower. Obviously you can have inside view if you wish. In fact, you can buy a special controller, so it's like you're driving it then with inside view. Should you feel need, I'm not going to bother with that, it's a lot of money. I've already got the special controller for Elite Dangerous, I don't need another setup. Now, this tractor was quite cheap, but it's got no forward attachments, front attachments. You can't, you're stuck with what the base is and what it can do. You can't up the power. It's 150 horsepower, which is a lot for a little tractor, more than most of the other little tractors. It's not very fast, but say for field work it's fine. This is basically how the game works. You plant your crops, or you can do animals or whatever. I'll show you that in a sec. And you come down here, whenever you buy something it appears down here. Like I need a plough, so I'm going to go and buy a plough now and it'll appear here. I could buy it from my home, but it will appear here at the shop. So I might as well come down to the shop a minute and take it back, because I'm going to need a plough. So you come in here, you go into the shop here, and here's all the different things you can buy. You've got tractors, you've got machinery, you've got things like weed killer and fertilizer, you've got buildings you can add to your site. Like a silo would be nice, but I can't really afford one. Not yet. I will do, but I can't afford one yet. And landscaping, if you want to change the land, you can do that. I'm not going to play with that yet. First of all, I need a plough. So I'm going to go in here and you look along. You've got ploughs, you've got trailers, corn headers, beet technology. There's a lot you can do in this game. Ploughs. There's the cheapest plough. And then there's that one. What's the difference? You need 85 horsepower. If you look at the bottom, you've got a picture of an engine with that tells you what sort of power tractor you're going to need. You need an 85 horsepower tractor at least to pull that. Now, mine's much more than that. 180. See, I'd like that one, but my tractor won't pull it. You need 180 horsepower. 300, 360. So annoyingly, the only plough I can actually buy is this little tiddler here. I would have gone with that one actually, because it's another half a metre wide, which would have meant obviously I'd tweak less passes. But my only tractor can only pull that one. So that's the one for me. You can't modify it. Normally the boxes down the bottom on the left there would have things in the modify if you could modify it. You can't even change the colour, you can't do anything. You can have a look at it if you feel on this. It's a plough. I mean, what can I say? You drag it behind the tractor and it churns the ground up. That's it. There's nothing much exciting about it, but a plough. So I buy that. Would you want to buy this one? Yes, please. Fetch from the store, which I'm already at. But let's have a look at other things on the store for a minute. Tractors, let's be honest, that's what we're not interested in. There's a tractor I got that one and that one there, the Fendit favourite. That one's quite good. I put road tyres on it, but there's all sorts of different tractors. This is all the small tractors. You'll see by the brake horsepower. That's 145, 110, 110, 105, and this little tiny Fiat is 150, which is why I bought it. It's not very fast, but it does its job well for what I need it for. All the thin wheels, it's good. But there's medium tractors as well. When you get more money, you can go for a medium tractor. All the way up to the blue power thing. I mean, if you've got the money, you can start to look at things like this. This one you can change the wheels, weighted wheels, thin wheels for doing crops. So you don't double wheels. Did you need them? Double wheels. You can change quite a lot on this one. Engine, you can up engine power to 155, 175 horsepower if you want to. And front loader, you can put forklift on the front if you wish. So there's quite a lot you can do. There's quite a lot you can change and alter in there. But the amount of vehicles and types of things is ridiculous. I mean, there's just masses. I mean, if you've got the money, you can even go up as far as start to get tracked vehicles should you want. I mean, that's going to be some serious. I'd imagine that's can pull. Stuff like the Fender. I imagine that's going to be some serious. There you go. That's 380 horsepower, and you can increase that all the way up to 431 if you wish. That's the kind of thing you're going to need if you've got a big plough. It'll be a long time to afford something like that. Oh, it's quite easy to play it. It goes up here. I have trouble reversing. I'm not great at reversing, I'll be honest. First have to be plough. Get the actual one, select it. Yep. There. And all we do is hold L1. That brings up plough, lower plough. Allow create fields, limit to fields. That basically is whether it just plough within your field or whether it plough outside. The other side R1 is the controls for the stop engine, turn lights on. Obviously working at night, that's quite important. Let's go back and sell the seed that I have gained from. Normally I can't quite fit all the seed into my truck. This is where a hopper on site would work out. You could stick some in a hopper for later and keep it, and then you could. But if I'm going to grow the same crop again, what I'll do is I'll put what's left in my. I'll leave it in the thing for now, and then I'll empty the truck. Just chuck it in the truck, cover it up, and keep it. Bring this back and I'll store my plough in here for a bit later. It'll take a long time to plough out the field, but anyway. I am not very good at reversing, I've got to be honest. I can't reverse a trailer in real life to save a life, I've got to be honest. Just gonna dump it there, that'll do. Right. Let's sell this seed. What you do once you've sold the seed build tractor back in. Turn the engine off, get out. Right. Sprint back on over to me tractor. And then what we'll do is when you sell the seed, which I've now got the seed, get back in me tractor. And the first thing I'm going to do is cover me stuff up, right. And then I'm going to start my tractor. Now, press start. Now I've got canola, so what I do, canola, so I go in here, I go to the prices, whoop, there it was. Now canola is the one with it looks like a flower, fourth one along. As you can see, it's worth quite a lot, it's quite good money, but the best money at 1,351, I imagine that's per ton, possibly, I'm not sure, but that'll be per whatever, is the grain mill. So I want to take that to the grain mill. Definitely, yeah. So then all we got to do now is look on the map and find the grain mill. I think that's just there. Tag the place. Right, there you go. I've put a tag on it to make it easier to find. But it's basically going to be out of here to the left. Take that right and follow it around right. Go to the grain mill then. I've tagged it so it'll show up. Whoop. Corben's white. Combine there. Let's try again. Actually. They do have cars on the road. There's one coming now. You got to watch out. You got to run into stuff. Right, let's go to the grain mill. And all we've got to do is literally take it there and empty my trailer. As you can see, this one's quite fast on the road, and I put road tyres so it drives a little bit nicer on the road. Solely because this is what I use this tractor for, delivering things basically, for now. Later on, as I get a better tractor, I'll get a better one for in the field, so I'll get rid of the Fiat and I'll buy something with more power. But for now, these two will do. That Fiat was quite cheap. This is the same power, this is also 150 horsepower. But I've had to tune this one up, it wasn't this one I bought it. There is fuel stations, but so far I haven't used much fuel, to be fair. I mean, my fuel seems to be lasting quite well. Right, here's the Fiat grain station here. So all I've got to do, not crash, drive up onto here. Now I've got my trailer set to empty through the hatch at the back. I can actually adjust it. I go into the trailer, top side grain door, yeah, tip side grain door, back side. I'm going to do it back because it'll be quicker. The grain store's quite hard. So we press R1 and triangle to load, and here we go. If you use a grain door, a little hatch at the back, it takes forever. You tip it on the side as well, but I'm in the middle, something like this. You tip it in there, and it'll tell me how much money I'm making. I had 183, and I've got 199. I've got 28,300 for that, which is good. I can go back and get the rest now, and get whatever money's left for that. 28,000 bad, I suppose. I had to buy a lot of equipment. I mean, I didn't make that much money at the moment because I had to buy a lot of equipment. It's not really sniffed at, because you've got to bear in mind, whilst that crop was growing, I was doing private jobs for other people. Contracts. So I made a few thousand during that, and then I've made reasonably good money off of that. I'll probably grow granola again, to be honest. It's quite easy. I had to weed it once. I've still got some I've still got some of that left, some of the spray, so I could reuse that. But I will see what we can see. I think I've come back a different way. Not that it really matters. Yeah, just the junction. Racing on. But it's very sort of quiet, slow game. It's not going to blow you away. I mean, the graphics are quite good. The tractors look like the real thing. sort of game I'd play sat here maybe with some music on and just relax with a cup of coffee or beer and just play it slowly. I don't say like Elite Dangerous, it's more about just relaxing and playing it than going mad. It don't run too bad on the PlayStation, just a bit. As you can see on the fields up ahead, the textures take a little while sometimes to load up. You've got to bear in mind the company that makes it is only a very small company, it's not like a massive game company. I think they've done pretty well considering. I mean, the tractor looks exactly like a Fendit tractor. I don't know if you've seen Fendit tractors, but they look exactly like that. Let's get the pipe out. Let's do the rest of this. Not quite sure what the advantage of that is, but that moves the adjusts the headlet on your. Yeah, I'm not sure if I need to do that or not. Let's leave it where it was when I started it. There, right. So now that's emptied, I will go and empty. Let's take the rest of it back. There's not a lot now, but. Again, with the trailers, when I bought this, there was a choice of about 5 or 6 different trailers, and when I went with this one, because a lot of the time I can fit, although a combine, because it's smaller, can only fit so much in its hopper itself. As long as you can fit a few in the trailer, I gather it's better to have a bigger trailer that was cheaper than to buy a bigger combine. Weather's good. It's dynamic weather, so as you can see on the top right there, it's sunny. There's no clouds in the sky, so we ain't got to worry about too much. Just get us there and empty this beast out. I'm going to do a side tip this time, just for the hell of it. I tried 28.5 on the last one, so this will give you the true full scale of just how much money I've made from this. Right, tip side. R1 plus triangles, not load. So this trailer will tip front, either side, or the back, or that little grain door on the back, which is quite good. Side tip, as you can see, empties it out pretty fast. I made another 5, let's say 6, round up to 6. I made 28.5 plus 6. So that's not too bad, is it? That's £24,500 from those 2 fields. So admittedly I had to buy the equipment, and for everything at the moment you think that sounds good, but probably spent that at least on equipment at this stage. But of course now we can keep using that equipment, so the stuff does wear, and you will damage it over time, but you just keep it fixed. Drive back and then I'll wrap this up. Finish with this for a minute, so I'll put it away. So all these other fields, that's a field of weeds in there, but all these other fields are owned by other people, and you can do contracts for those people to make more money. You can see it picturing you filling in the textures as they go along with it. What my eventual plan is to turn this little field here that I'm on now into some kind of animal pen. That is for later. Let's put this trailer, because it's covered trailer, to stay outside. Right, let's get the combine, put it back. But there you go, that's the ins and outs, the basic ins and outs of this game. That's what's involved. You grow a crop, you harvest, you grow a crop, you fertilise it, you harness it, you harvest it, you weed it if necessary, and you reap the rewards, and then you go on again, and I could grow a different crop, I could get animals, do dairy or meat, whatever. There's quite a lot to it. It's quite a complex game. But I'm enjoying it so far. It's very different than anything I've say in some ways, but in other ways it's very similar, because I mean the way it plays is no different than the basic premise of Elite Dangerous, where you make money with your spaceship. So it's not really that much different really when you look at it. I hope you found this helpful in trying to make a decision on what you're going to do, whether you yourself fancy it. I think for £31 from Argos it's got to be worth it, isn't it really? There's a lot of game here that you could play a long time. There's my sprayer there. There's a lot of, you could have a lot of game for a long time out of it, so it's got to be worth looking at. I think 30 quid. I mean, you could always buy an older one, but this one's got a lot more to it, so it's probably better off buying this one and having the more advanced systems, better graphics, I think. Well, thank you very much for taking a look at my farm as it is in its fledgling days. Hopefully later on it will expand right across there. I'll put more animals, vehicles, and thank you very much for watching that. See you again. Goodbye.